What's going on with y'all people? So this is a demonstration about a battery. You got a positive on the you got a negative on the left and a positive on the right. So life, question, answers, relationship, life, friendship, people, answer you're looking for is like a battery. You got the negative and the positive. And you know the negative and positive broke down 10 categories. So on the negative side, you got I think, assumption, he say, she say, what I heard, lies twisted up, one side of the story, rumors, which is like gossip, stories and grapevine, bits and pieces opinion. That's on your negative. So on your positive, you got proofs, evidence, records, documents, witnesses like, children tell the truth, drunks will tell the truth, angry person tell the truth. In your sleep, you'll tell the truth. And one side of the, one of the, when no one's around, when you're on the phone with somebody, they're gonna tell the truth. And you got photos, videos, text message. So inbox message and voice recorders. So the main thing is proves, evidence, and witness on the positive side, and the negative side, the main thing is assumption, one side of the story, and bits and pieces. So in life, at your job, at home, around your associates, events, even yourself, you got two sides. You got the positive and the negative. I mean, we ain't perfect. I ain't perfect either. So this is the answer to all your problems. And you when you're around people and you listen, you listen to the conversation, listen to the words that come at their mouth. Majority just assumption, one side of the story, bits and pieces. Even when it comes to the truth, majority you're gonna hear bits and pieces on one side of the story, and then months or weeks or years later they're gonna tell you the same thing, but add something to it, add a bit to a piece to it. It's like they're not telling your whole story. Majority you just hear one side. But a person who got proofs, evidence, and witnesses, like, they're gonna tell you everything, because I mean it's document from witness, evidence, and proof. And evidence, witness, and witnesses, and not gonna lie. Especially for like a little church, they come out and say something, you're like, where you get that from? Who you get this from? Especially a drunk person. Especially in their sleep, they tell you stuff like, oh darn, you didn't know. So because ain't no such thing as battery one, ain't no such thing as a battery that runs one side, like it's just a negative and that's it, or just a positive, that's it. No, it's both sides. It's like a he say, she saying the truth. So it's two sides of the story. He say, she say the truth. So the stuff you listen to on social media and everything else, don't like, just listen what they're saying. Majority gonna tell you like one side of the story is gonna tell you bits and pieces, or just assuming. Now if a person tells you like, if you don't believe me, do your own research. Like, what it means by do your own research, like you'll find proofs and evidence and records and documents of the proof. Especially if you're looking for the truth, it's proof and evidence. And then when you tell them, they get upset because it's like they don't want you to know. Especially at your job, like when you do something wrong, they'll tell the boss man about you, but they ain't gonna say nothing about them. Or it's like somebody come and tell you something, like they got something to tell you, but they don't tell you one side of the story and bits and pieces and find out, and then later on you find out the truth and you got the evidence and the proof of what you find out, and then they get upset. So like in social media, we only hear one side. They always talk about the women, the women, the women, the women. It's something going on with them, or other side you be talking about, the men, the men, the men. There's something going on with that person too. So majority you hear, you just hear one side of the story or bits and pieces. But if you say on all that, where's the proofs and the evidence? What's the proof and the evidence? Like, then if how they say it, once you want what's understood don't need to be explained, because it's in the proof, is the evidence. Because once you don't understand, you're going to explain it. But when you explain, you're going to explain it in bits and pieces on one side of the story. Or just assuming, trying to make it seem like it's real, but it's not all that. It's lies. Yep. Positive and a negative. It's like a battery. It's like you got the size, one side, and then you got the other side. It's like he say, she say, and the truth. The truth will set you free. So you get on social media and people just pay attention and look at it. Listen to it. And then when you listen to it, you look at this category, or you take notes, you look at the category and look at that category. If they're saying all that but don't have proofs or evidence about it, don't believe it. But if they got proof or evidence of photos, videos, text message, inbox message, or voice recorder, like if you repeating what they saying or you repeat what somebody else saying and they got proof of the videos or whatever, that's your proof, that's your evidence. So the answer to all the questions is like a battery. It's like on a negative or on a positive.